Guys, Geek Essentials can save you 10% on your next playbuds.com order. At checkout, enter Geek Essentials as your promotional code and you will save 10% on your entire order. Links will be down below. Thanks again for watching.
One of my real life friends in here in the panel, and then we got Kenny. Kenny, you guys should know from YouTube. He's a very good YouTuber. And we got Shaner123. Everybody should know who Shaner is. This will be put up on YouTube after the fact. It's all said and done. So we're going to cover every event here. We're going to try to get as much as covered as possible within the first 45 minutes. So anyway, guys, fellas, introduce your guys yourselves.
Go ahead, guys.
Oh, okay. My name is Heriberto.
My name is Kenny, obviously. I'm a YouTuber. I just like to post random stuff.
And I'm Shaner123. I'm here with Geek Essentials, constantly doing stuff for Geek Essentials.
Alright, guys. So, what do you guys want to start with? The Sony event? Anybody want to lead us off with that?
Sure.
Okay. The Last Guardian, finally. I think it's been like 8 years.
Oh, sorry.
I think it was like in development for like 8 years. I think like they started developing like in 2007. I think is when it first took off the ground.
Damn.
Damn, it's been that long.
Worth it.
It better be very worth it. For what I saw from it, it was promising. Very promising. It looked good. No complaints. The gameplay was great for what I wrote in my notes. And that dog-looking character, or wolf-looking character, was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like an emotional draw for me. Like, that sold me to the game. Like, you can, like, have that as your, you know, protector. That was pretty cool.
Oh, like, I was excited for the game being announced, but my only issue is that because, like, the last time we saw this was, like, in 2009 or 10, the game doesn't look very much different.
Graphical
That is
wise.
very true, yeah.
Yeah, that was my thing about that.
Probably they use the same engine or something. But I'm super hyped for Horizon. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Horizon, what they kicked off the show with, really did look good.
Horizon looked amazing. Like, it was like Guerrilla Games coming back with a new game, and it's not Killzone anymore.
Call me weird, but when I was younger, I always wanted to fight a dinosaur for some reason. So that just pretty much fulfilled my dreams.
And then they had Hitman. They've gone back to just the original name, Hitman. And you get additional content on the PS4, and you get to play the beta first on the PS4. So what do you guys think about that?
I disagree with the beta stuff and the freaking content. I seriously do hate the exclusive content stuff on a console.
I don't like it
You're
much
playing an Xbox right now, right?
Yeah, me some Xbox.
Oh, okay.
Exclusive content to me, I think it should be multi-platform first of all, but if Sony's got the money, they're paying out, I guess they're shelling out that dollar to these other companies, so pretty much they get the exclusive content first, but I can't wait to play the beta because I own a PS4. Can't wait to play that, dive into it.
So did anyone else have any thoughts on the Hitman stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, you guys think it's a pickup or no?
I'm not a really big fan of the series. Like, I mean, I don't like hate it or anything, but I'm not that interested either. And this didn't really interest me.
Okay, Kenny, you're
it's like a $30 pickup or something.
Yeah,
it's like a $30 pickup for me.
So more exclusive content, Assassin's Creed. You'll get exclusive content on the PS4. Is anyone interested in Assassin's Creed? I mean, I know it's an ongoing thing.
No.
After the last Assassin's Creed, it killed me.
I'm with the panel here. I'm like, no, they didn't show us the footage. They didn't show us anything. Even at the Ubisoft event, they didn't even show us footage. So I was kind of disappointed. Like,
yeah,
let down big time. Like, I was waiting for some like not CGI but real gameplay, and it kind of reminds me a lot of Watch Dogs when they released it on stage for the first time. It was like this big hype, and it's like, oh, okay, you're not releasing anything for us except CGI. Kind of disappointing.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you guys. I'm kind of, for right now, I think I'm going to take a break from the Assassin's Creed series. But then they dove right into the world of Final Fantasy, and the game is actually Final Fantasy, or the world of Final Fantasy, and the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Is this something you guys are excited for? Or?
Yes, definitely.
Never played a Final Fantasy game before, which I should be ashamed of myself, but I'm pretty much looking forward.
A majority of them aren't good. I would say the best ones are Japan's 6, 7, and 8. Other than that, they're just okay.
Techref?
I heard the one that's like ported to America was pretty bad.
For me, I've played some of the Final Fantasy games, and this is interesting to me. I feel like they're taking Final Fantasy in a different direction. I feel. About Final Fantasy VII, I understand why they brought it to the public. I get it now, why they brought it. They're bringing it here. But to me, I wasn't a really big, huge Final Fantasy VII fan personally.
Yeah, like for me, I kind of grew up with Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation 1, and that to me, like, it was really exciting to see that happen. And,
I don't know. I was more of a I was more of a 6 fan personally.
6 is good too. 3, yeah.
Yeah, I
of the
was.
US.
Yeah, I was more of a huge 6 fan, but I think it's exciting for any Final Fantasy fan. You guys got what you wanted. I mean,
Yeah,
the fans
after
out
so
there.
many years.
I mean, now Square Enix is answering now to what people have been requesting for so long. I thought that was cool. Another one that I thought was cool was the Street Fighter beta for the PlayStation. I thought that was pretty cool too, the announcement of that.
Hell, that's something that I'm looking forward to big time. I mean, I can't wait for that.
I like what Capcom's doing here. They're letting the fans kind of feedback how the game is as it progresses. So I like that option. I've always been a fan of, you know, give the fans what they want and let them kind of give feedback to the company so we get a better game overall. It's always been a good thing for me.
Yeah. What I found interesting is that they chose to say this here at E3 because a lot of the times, because most of the Street Fighter series is driven by the hardcore fans that play this game competitively, they usually do the really big announcements at EVO, which is in about a month. It's in July in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And so I'm more excited to see what's going to happen there than here.
Yeah.
Street Fighter, I just want to see what the features are going to be in the beta. I want to see if we get to play as most of the characters in the beta. I mean, it'll kind of be a letdown if we only get 2 characters, you know, in a beta and, you know, like kind of like a demo. I don't want it to be a demo. I want it to be kind of like a pre-version, like full version. And we can all play and kind of critique it and kind of, you know, tell Capcom how we feel. You know, it's a PlayStation exclusive, and, you know, if it's a PlayStation exclusive, it needs to wow me, kind of, because, you know, PlayStation first party's got to wow me. You know, tell me why my purchase for, you know, the $400 that I spent is worth, you know, worth everything.
Yeah.
What did you think
gonna be on
of
PC
Street Fighter
too,
5,
so-
Kenny?
It's gonna be okay. I'm not really a big fan of the Street Fighter games. It's gonna be on
Okay.
PC too, so you don't really have to use the PlayStation 4 for that.
Yeah.
What about the new indie games they showed off? Was there any that caught you guys' eye?
There was one, but I do not remember what it was called. It was about a man who seems to be stranded in the wilderness, and he's talking to a lady on a walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
one
saw-
seemed very interesting to me.
I saw that. Most of the indie games they showed were kind of, and we just lost Kenny, so Kenny will come back. You guys can still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so we lost Kenny. Sorry about that, fellas, on Twitch. We just lost Kenny. He'll be back. Just to keep going with the show, I gotta say it was too fast. When they were showing indie games, it was too fast. Like, they didn't stop. They just went boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, whoa, that's a good game, and then I missed it. Oh, that's a good game, I missed it. You know what I mean? Like, it caught my eye for 2 seconds, and then I totally, like, Sony, what are you doing? Boom, bang, 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 bang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't get
Yeah.
to write enough. I couldn't write any fast enough for them to cover what they were covering.
Yeah, that's exactly why we don't remember the name to the one that we
Yeah.
were watching.
Yeah, I think that was just their style. Is in their conference, they were just like they spent very little time talking about them. They were just shooting them out like one by one.
One thing I did like from this event too, from the Sony event that I liked big time, was the Destiny Taken King. That's coming out 9/15/15. I just like what they're doing with Destiny here. They're expanding the world of things. I did enjoy that for the most part.
Yeah, it seems like they're bringing Destiny into more of the big MMO world. You know, it's not that it wasn't already there, but you know, it's growing, and that's good to see.
The Destiny new DLC is gonna be awesome.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be hella awesome.
I know.
Humberto, you? What did you think?
I played Destiny for a while, like when I first got my PS4, and I sort of lost interest in it.
Well, hopefully this DLC brings you back.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'll keep my eye open.
And see what else did I write on these notes. Little Big Planet, the developers of Little Big Planet got this controller motion where you can make your own characters, your own paintings, whatever, and you could play with the controller moving back and forth. I don't know if this is a gimmick game or was this just some filler that they put into the Sony event because there was not enough first party, as Sony said at the very beginning on Twitter.
I'm like way more of a core gamer, so when it comes to flailing my arms around and drawing on a pad, and you know, that's just not my style. I mean, the VR thing is not even really going to be for me. I like holding the controller in my hand and looking at the TV. I mean, that's just the way I am. So
You just don't want anything interfering.
exactly, you know, I'm just a classic core gamer.
So,
To be honest.
did anybody see that from the event at all?
Yes, I saw that. The only thing I am wondering is, what's gonna stop people from just drawing dicks? I don't know. Like, I feel like when you have things like that where it's like really, really custom, people are just gonna mess around with it.
So, let's see. Was anyone excited for the Batman Arkham Knight stuff?
Oh,
Yes.
dude. Go ahead.
This is like my game of the year. I am a giant Batman fan. The showing off the Joker in the trailer to me was awesome. The Scarecrow Nightmare missions, exclusive to PS4. I can't wait for that. The Batmobile footage, I absolutely loved it. That was my highlight of the conference.
I gotta say, for being a Batman fan, to see what goes on with Joker, they kind of gave you a tidbit of that. I like that. I thought it was very, very interesting to see, they didn't like no holds barred. They just went right into it. Joker, here he is, burning to death, and then we're getting this, DLC for the game as well. And I kind of regret that I pre-ordered it for Xbox now. I'm really, because Sony's getting that exclusive DLC. I feel kind of, why did I, pay out the whole game? Now I feel kind of sad.
Just transfer that money to the PlayStation 4 version.
Yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna end up doing because it's really good. It looks like the PS4's got all the stops. Alberto?
I've played like some of the earlier games. I think it was called Arkham Asylum in the series. I thought they were all right, but I'm not super big on beat 'em ups, so I don't really have an opinion on this piece. But it was an interesting trailer, very exciting.
And then we got Until Dawn. Did you guys see the gameplay and trailer for that? Were you guys excited as I kind of was for this game? Because it's been in the works for like 3 years.
Yeah, that really did catch my eye. It was nice to see it finally come back to E3.
I mean, I got to see it for the first time in a long while. They reiterated it. It just feels like a lot of these games that have been like 4 or 5 years in the works seem like the graphics haven't changed.
Yeah.
It just felt that way with Sony's event. Like, you're releasing games that are like 4 years old that have been touted for us for the last couple of E3s. I just didn't see the graphics really change very much. And I don't, maybe I'm just skeptical. And maybe when the next E3 comes out and, next year and we get to see more about this game, or they said it was, most games that I saw at this year's E3 for Sony's event was 2016, 2016, 2016, 2016. That's all I really saw was 2016. So, any thoughts on that game, guys?
Not really.
Yeah, I don't really have any other than the fact that it was nice to see it, showcased.
And I got the last 3 bullet points here. Star Wars Battlefront, EA footage. What did you guys think about that? Them showing off different footage than at the EA event.
I'm happy it's first person.
Well, it's both actually.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yes, you can switch camera from first to third.
Oh, nice. Right. That's even better.
And then they kind of derailed the whole shoot from the hip type deal. It's first person and regular. You can zoom in your guns. There's no. They put that to bed real hella quick. Because people were going ape shit over the fact that it was only shoot fire from the hip, and when they got the backlash from that, they immediately fixed that.
Which is good.
And then they also gave us details on in that footage that you can get into now vehicles, which is a victory for anybody here. I mean,
Oh yeah, definitely.
that's a huge victory. So kind of EA's kind of answered all of our questions. And I don't know, do you guys care about the whole Call of Duty now being exclusively to PlayStation 4 now? Map packs come early, everything.
It's not that I so much care about it, but I know how PlayStation gamers feel about that because I played on the PS3 for most of last gen when it came to consoles, and waiting an extra month to get those map packs when you were like a big Call of Duty fan did kind of suck sometimes. So, you know, in a way it really doesn't matter to me, but it's probably a big victory to a lot of PlayStation gamers.
Baritone?
I kind of feel the same way. I never really was that much into Call of Duty, but I feel like for people that do follow the series, it probably will affect them.
Kenny?
I prefer Battlefield stuff.
Okay, and then we get to wrap up the night with Uncharted 4. But did you guys see in the Uncharted 4 where they had a technical glitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was yeah, that kind of gave me a chuckle too.
Like, I thought the game froze. I'm like, oh, is this actual game footage or is this a trailer? What was it? Was it like graphical trailer or was this just like gameplay just spliced up and it froze?
It was in game. It was a demo.
Yeah, the controller must have died or something because that dude didn't move. I mean,
Well, did you see their creative director guy out there trying to fix everything? At the end of the event, trying to fix it? Like, they were scrambling like, Houston, we have a problem. But I gotta say about the footage, I mean, for what I saw, the game looks really good. It's like, I can't compare it to Tomb Raider because it's so much of Indiana Jones. It's not even funny, like Indiana Jones to me. So the comparison between it and Tomb Raider is two different things. Tomb Raider's a whole different story than Nathan Drake altogether. That argument's in the bed now since I've seen, and I'll be playing the Nathan Drake Uncharted series because I haven't even dived into it, to be honest, to be real. So I'll be getting that remastered version, which was really interesting. They didn't really tidbit about it very much. They just showed a little bit of, you know, what we're getting, but they didn't talk about multiplayer or anything like that. They just talked about the series coming. But as far as Uncharted 4, I'm all in. Uncharted 4, I'm all in.
Definitely. Me too.
That's a game next year I'll be buying day one. That's hands down. You guys?
Well, I thought it was pretty cool that they actually showed the game, like, in-game. So, in a way that error during the demo was actually kind of cool. Because they actually showed you the actual game as opposed to just showing you some really scripted, like, demo walkthrough that the other companies do.
So, any other things you guys want to talk from this event that you guys saw that were interested in? Anything interesting that you guys saw from the Sony event that caught your eye? Anything that we didn't cover?
The only
really caught my eye though.
What caught your eye?
Some of the indie games, I forgot it was called, but it was pretty brutal and everything.
Yeah. The only thing really in the Sony event that we didn't talk about, I touched on it briefly with the Call of Duty thing, was that it seems like Sony is doing the Xbox 360 thing, but you know, next gen. They're going out to all the third parties and grabbing exclusive rights, and you know, that's interesting to see it, you know, turned around.
Oh, I forgot to mention here, Project Morpheus. Were any of us here excited for that, to see VR, Sony's VR kind of being shown, and kind of
better than Morpheus.
What's going to be better? Oculus Rift's going to be better than Morpheus?
Sony's VR is going to be better Guess I can watch my porn without it being censored.
I knew that comment was coming.
Yeah.
For me, it was pretty much the steal of the night was pretty much seeing a lot of these big heavy hitter first party. I didn't think Sony was gonna have very many first party. They did, and mostly indie games. I was really shocked. They did it real fast, and some of them captured me to what PlayStation 4 is doing as far as indie goes. Like I said, it was interesting. Sony was kind of all over the board, kind of, and some of it was a little disappointing, and some of it wasn't. So I kind of, I call it a tie. I think it had its good and its lows. I can't say it was like the best that I've seen before, but it was decent.
Yeah, it was just good enough to keep your attention.
Yeah, exactly. So I can't say they truly won E3. I can't truly say it because I think other events did better, personally.
Okay.
Microsoft really did really good at their E3 event.
Alberto, what did you think?
I thought of all the conferences, I thought Sony was probably the best one. Just because to me they mostly just did games like right off the bat, like just rapid fire games, and they did very little talking.
I agree with that. I agree 100% with that one. All right, so.
Don't do that to me. To make a long story short, they've all become close. His name, if you can believe it, is Jeffrey